Wow, these are fearless women. One will be asking, where were the men? Of course, we could see some of the men who were trying to guide them, and the women just went straight to the police. See them marching ground. You know, the manner to which the government was giving warning, especially the Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Udumosu, that hey, if they burn anybody, where make it come out. Nobody ever thought that the people could still come out. Judging from the fact with what happened to Atigbowo's house. That alone should have even made the whole place to be deserted. The whole place, of course, in the morning, the early hours of the morning, when the protest was supposed to commence, people didn't come out on time. But all of a sudden, but I think that when these women came out and putting on this attire alone, you know what it means in Nigeria. People most of the time they respect people who are traditionalists. You know they just kind of give them kind of respect, because when you talk in those days, but we don't know about now. But in those days, when you see people come out like this, they don't usually come out in this, especially in this kind of attire. You begin to fidget. You know that they mean serious business. But at some point in time, the policemen, they see, they came with their unusual, they did their unusual, whatever, their unusual practice. They display their unusual practice by tearing gas in a lot of them see scamper for safety. But at the end of the day, people still came out. But like I said, no one would have thought that people would come out, with the level of threats issued by the federal government. Even if they had not issued any warning to the people, with what happened at Igbo's house, that would have sent a strong signal. But with or without Igbo, people still came out. And these people are Lagos residents. When people come out, they tell you, especially some elites in Lagos, they will tell you, oh, Gedegbe Lekowa, Eko is standing alone. Gedegbe Lekowa, Gede. Say Zub. And meanwhile, there's another suffering they are going through in that place. One man is even making their life uncomfortable, but a lot of them cannot still come out. So now tell us that that Lagos is standing alone. Who is going to be believing this? Lagos is standing alone. These people, were they imported from anywhere? They are Lagos residents. Even without Igbo, people still came out. That is to tell you that all these threats from the federal government, you are arresting people, incarcerating people. You think it's going to deter people from coming out? It's not going to. It's not going to help in any way. Like, from what happened today, a lot of people still came out, but Igbo did not even go near there. That is to tell you that everybody is feeling the same thing, but they just want to downplay everything. Do the right thing so that there will be peace everywhere. It's a lie. They don't want to do that. The worst part of it is that the so-called southern politicians are not even helping matter. They are not even helping matter. We don't even know where they belong. We don't know where they belong. But I think when these women came out, a lot of people started having that kind of confidence. You could see all those guys, surrounding all those old women, surrounding them. It's just a really, it means that nobody, there's nobody that is not tired of the situation of Nigeria as we speak. There's nobody that is not tired. Everybody is tired. Everybody is worried. We are talking about the security. What about the food? A lot of people cannot even 1 square meal a day. People cannot still afford it. People can't afford it. Just terrible situation. Meanwhile, the so-called leader, the acclaimed leader, the Bola Tinubu, who is the Jagaban of this, even in the midst of suffering of his own people, he does not come out to even help them. Of course, there must be something. We know how all of this is play out. Now, you can't even help those who you are even oppressing. Maybe that is where they get their source of a strength from. And people always blame police that why is it that they don't even understand what the people are feeling. And to shock you, which everybody knows about, they are the ones that are the most suffering people. Even in Nigeria, they suffer more than anything. Most of the time you see some of them making video crying, they have not been paid, we have not been this, we have not been that. And people will now be asking questions that why is it that you are always brutal against the people that are always speaking even in your favor. You are always brutal about them. What does that tell one? It's just unfortunate, really, really, the situation we find ourselves. If somebody had told us that Nigerians will be experiencing what we are experiencing today, nobody would have believed it, because we thought that we are supposed to be moving ahead, forward never, backward never. But as it is now, we are going backward. Everybody is crying within. Everybody is crying. The ones that cannot even shed tears, but they are crying inside. What is this? What is this? For how long are we going to continue like this? You cannot clamp down everybody. You can't. The more they try to get somebody who is the figurehead of any group, they begin to go after that person. The same thing that happened during NSAS. Oh, people were blaming the NSAS. Oh, why is it that you people didn't have a known leader? There must be a leader, because everybody was saying everybody was a leader. Everybody was a leader. They said no, that was where you get it wrong. You got it wrong from there. But see the ones that are coming out to say, oh, we are the one champion. This is the face of this particular group. See what is happening to them. Even despite the fact that a lot of people, we didn't even know a known leader for that answers. Yes, they were just picking people randomly. And all these politicians, they have their children in place. The question I always ask, that even those their children, don't they think, because they've gone outside the country, the manner at which their own parents are ruling this country, is that how they are ruling countries where they always go to seek refuge or to go and enjoy themselves? But unfortunately, it is what it is. So it is what it is. So kudos to these women that came out in spite of the threat. They still came out. So guys, let's hear your opinion and let's have your take on this. Thank you.